Yeah, right. Like just on the Aussie dollar and the Kiwi dollar, one thing that would be beneficial, maybe if you could go over where the potential targets would be set.
Oh yeah, sure.
I know we go through a lot of entries in the live class, but I've always thought it would be beneficial, even if you only take one or two pairs and go and explain
Perfect.
the targets behind it and the reasoning and so forth.
Okay, so we'll double check this in the bid. Target point 77.31, 76.87, 76.43. Remember, these are just guidelines, okay? But once price is approaching and it's consolidating, doesn't want to play out, make sure to learn to get some profits right there. So depending on when it's going to close by the end of the hour, prior to close to 2 o'clock, at least you have a minimum of 100 pips. Go to 153, all the way down to 200 pips right there. So this is a good one. The risk is around 50 pips because your stop loss, put it on the ask, high 78.75 plus 15, 79.07. So even 79.01, actually, you can put the 79.01 right there. That's pretty good. What's the high of this? 78.84. What's the high of the major one? 78.98. So by putting 79.01, they will need, and hence why I like to put 15 pips above the high, is because of this scenario. In order for, imagine the amount of force they need to break this two before yours will be taken out. Because if you're just putting right here, it's below that high, and there's new space, they will take you out. But you have a barrier, two barriers that you need to break before your stop loss will be taken out. Okay, so your stop is at 79.01, 79.02, target point 77.31, 76.87, 76.43. Okay, that's with the Aussie US dollar. This actually has a higher probability, definitely for sure.
And then the euro yen.
Euro yen.
I had the M2, and that one was interesting because it has several areas of potential demand as you go down. So I was curious where the
yep. So since April,
analyzing where the potential targets could be.
Okay, so since April, there is nothing to look at. It's just blue sky. But of course, if you're dealing here on a bigger time frame, the last one it created the high was here, 2015. So almost 3 years ago, right? So the high, the closing price, we just put 15 pips above there. Was the high? Let me go through this one. The high is at 64 plus 15, 79.80. So 136.80 is a good price point. As a form of stop loss. Yeah. Target point. Last major impulse was that. Major impulse is this. And you have either 134.86 within the range or 134.55, but you have that area right there because it's a good demand level right there, right? So $43, $78, 50th percentile, 99, but the major one is this because it's touching the 50 and the 62 percentile. So 143 pips to the downside. Like a one-to-one relationship. So T1, T2, T3, breaking out, T4, T5, T6. High probability, 100% you'll make money, 134 to make 40 pips, definitely down here. 40, 50 pips. Almost guaranteed you'll make money. Still high probability, 90 to 95%, 80 to 90% as a form of a correction in an uptrend, being in a counter trend. Okay, let's look at the kiwi for a sec. Kiwi, everything is all being, it's losing out of steam. It's the high 2017. You're currently in a range. Demand, supply. Supply, stop loss would be the high of that one, 72.06. So that's less than 30 pips. So if you can add another 15 pips, then about 40 pips. Then you also have a 71. So that's approximately about 70 pips as well to the downside as a one-on-one relationship. But if you want correction, but we need to wait until this will finish, because if this is a lower high, because of that, then lower low will be somewhere, or a new higher low will occur somewhere sometime in the future. Then that means that if I'm dealing with a correction back to 70, 30, approximately about 150, 200, 250 pips to the downside, T1, T2, T3, high probability here. So shorter impulse, higher probability. I mean, still 78 pips, that's pretty solid, 100 pips. Okay, any further questions? And just put in your TCLs for me, please, and good to go.
That's it for me. Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm all good here as well. Thanks.
Perfect. All right, guys, enjoy your lunch. We'll see you then.
Right, Ray, you too. Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.